Hey guys, it's Rebecca for Mama Bear Custom Wreaths, and welcome to my channel, Mama Bear Custom Wreaths, where I make wreaths and all things home decor, and I show you how I do it all. So it's springtime finally, yay! I know it doesn't look like it from what I'm wearing on this video, but it's cold. So I'm wearing a nice thick jacket, I'm wearing my Ugg boots, and I'm trying to stay warm and make a spring wreath to warm me up. So today we're going to be making a very pretty tulip wreath, and I'm going to be using all pink on mine. I don't know, can you guys tell I like pink? It's my favorite color. So I'm going to get these tulip bunches. I got these from Michael's, the small tulip bunches. They have various sizes of their tulips. I'm getting the smallest ones that have a whole bunch of them on each stem. And I'm going to use a wreath base that's styrofoam. I'm not actually sure how big this one is, but it's about as big as my face. And I'm going to use a ribbon that is close to the same color as my florals. So I have this pink satin ribbon. It's going to be satin. This one does not need to be wired. You don't want it to be wired, actually. This one's just a regular smooth ribbon. My ribbon scissors and some clippers, some floral pins, and this is what floral pins look like. That made it worse, didn't it? Here we go. This is what floral pins look like. So it's kind of like a U, and they're long, pointy legs. This is what we're going to use to insert our tulips into our wreath. So let's get started. Oh, my hot glue gun and hot glue. So let's take our ribbon and we're just going to wrap it like this on our wreath, and we're gonna take our pin and we're just gonna push it in. And then we are going to wrap our ribbon around it. Now I'm gonna wrap it, if you see this, you see where this one ends? Right close to the edge, because we're gonna cover this up. It's just so that you don't see the wreath base. So you don't want to make it so thick. It's just gonna make your pin harder to go into your wreath base. So let's conserve as much ribbon as we can and make it easier to get our pin through, and just slightly overlap the ribbon strand from the prior circle, and just keep doing that all the way around. Okay, so now that we're done, let's cut our ribbon, put it away, and we can just put a pin there. Push it in. It's going to be harder now that we have the ribbon. What you might want to do is cut through the ribbon first. There we go. And then put our pin in. And then we could take our hot glue gun and just glue the rest in there. I'm going to hold it and then just cut off the excess ribbon. Don't worry, this will be hidden, and if you need to push it in, because I'm not that strong, just use my these wire cutters to push it in. So this is what our wreath looks like. Now let's take our tulips, and you see how cute they are. They're little, they're small. Our little greens are down here. Let's push our greens up. Let's just push all of our stems, can you guys see what I'm doing, to the top. So you see this one here? we're gonna push it all the way to the top. Now be careful not to do it too forcefully, because you could end up pushing your flowers off of, and I'm gonna use my regular scissors, not my ribbon scissors, to cut the price off of it. We don't need to have a price tag on our wreath. So I'm gonna just scooch up all of my stems carefully, not too forcefully. Now, if it does fall off, just pop it back on. I would put a little bit of hot glue because now it's a little loose, but this is what it looks like now compared to what it looks like before you push up your stems. Okay. Now we're going to cut our stems about 3 fingers, which is about, for me, 3 fingers is about 2 inches. Okay, so we're gonna cut our stems about that length. Doesn't have to be exact, but you do wanna have a little bit of space because we're going to be pinning these to our wreath. So cut them all. Okay, so we have our little tulip stems. I'm gonna take about 3 of them together. I'm gonna take my floral pins out. I do have links to floral pins and the material that's not from Michael's in the description. Okay, so let's take our tulips and just place them on, let's take our tulips and just place them on top like this. And then we're gonna take our floral pins and we're gonna go the opposite direction. So if our flowers are on this side, we're gonna push in at an angle from this side, okay? So push that in. This is a really dense wreath. They have wreaths that are not this dense. This, I believe this is a Dollar Tree wreath. The less dense ones you can find at Hobby Lobby and at Michael's. But this one will do, you just have to have a little bit more. So that's what our first little cluster of tulips looks like. Thanks for watching the video. We're done. I'm just playing. We still got some more to go. So now that we have that, let's take our glue gun and just glue the entrance of where the pins went in. We'll just glue that there just for a little bit extra security so that they don't pop off as easily. I have done this on wreaths that weren't so dense, and I would dip the glue, the floral pin inside the glue first. This is when I was starting out, and I burned my fingertips. So don't do that. Put it in first, then put the glue. Your fingertips will thank me later. All right, so let's get our next cluster of 3 again. And we're just basically gonna put the flowers where these flowers begin so that it fills, it fills our wreath. And again, we're gonna go in the opposite direction of the stems. We're gonna have our pins facing the flowers just to prevent them from falling out. And then we're gonna push that in. So that's 2 clusters on our wreath. I'm gonna put you guys from a bird's eye view so you guys can get a different angle, and I wanna make sure you can see how to put these in. All right, I'll see you in just a sec. All right, guys, so now that I have you in the bird's eye view, let me show you, this is a cluster of what I did. I'm gonna do it all over again so you can see it from the top, okay? So we have our stems like this. We're gonna scoot our stems up all the way to the edge where the flowers begin. We're gonna do that to every single stem, but we're gonna be careful not to do it so forcefully because then we might knock our tulips off. So we basically are just pushing these up so that we can see our greenery in our wreath, because we're gonna be cutting our stems, so if they're too low, they wouldn't be seen. And we're gonna cut, say about 2-3 fingers, just eyeball it. And these are gonna be the clusters that we're gonna be adding to our wreath. Okay, so I have some clusters. I'm gonna scoot these over and I'm gonna get 3 of them. This one's a little long. I'm gonna get 3 of them. This is our wreath. I'm gonna take my floral pin, and you see where this flower, they end about right there? I'm just gonna go right above there again and put my florals, and then I'm gonna angle them this way, because if I angle them this way, which I've done before, they tend to pop off easier. If you do it this way, they don't pop off as easy. And then we're just going to push our pin in as tight as we can. And then I'm gonna get some glue and I'm just gonna pin it, put the glue where the pinholes are, just to kind of secure it a little bit. And that's what it's looking like. So we're gonna do this all the way around our wreath. And sometimes you're gonna see some little flowers sticking out on the side. It's okay. That's fine, don't worry about that. It actually makes it look cuter. So push it in, and again, put glue. So I'll be back in a little bit once I put some more of my florals in. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're getting to our last little bunch here. Just gonna make sure. This is gonna be the hardest one because we have to do this over these stems and the stems from the one before. So let's push in our pin. So this is what our wreath looks like. Let me put you guys forward facing so you can see it forward facing. So this is our tulip wreath. Isn't it just so sweet? It's just a muted elegance. I love it. This is great on a door. You can obviously use a bigger wreath frame. I use a 9.8 wreath frame, so it's a bit on the smaller side because I'm gonna end up putting this one on a mirror on in my foyer, so I wanted it to be kind of small. So you can obviously get a bigger wreath and use more flowers if you want a big wreath on your door. This is super, super, super sweet. I love it. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a thumbs up, and let me know what state you're watching me from. I am in Texas, so howdy from Texas. And I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye.